Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany Beaston from Beauty and the Beastons, and I upload twice a week. I'm so excited to finally be doing a new high protein meal prep today. Really important to me is keeping it simple and making food that actually tastes good. Alright, so here's an overview of everything we'll be making today. I love to just set everything out, get my mind right, figure out what makes sense to make first. And for me, in today's video, the first thing I'm doing is throwing something in the crock pot. We're going to be making an easy and delicious chicken and rice soup. I will also have all of these recipes down in the description box below. This recipe couldn't be easier. It's great if you want to do this in the morning, put it in the morning and have it ready for dinner time, but because I am doing it later in the day, I did it on high. But if you're not in a rush, you can do it on low using a package of chicken thighs, seasoning. You don't put your rice in until the very end. And something that I like to do is, the recipe calls for a box of chicken stock, but I also like to add a box of this Kettle and Fire beef bone broth because it has so much protein in it. They also make a chicken one, but I just like the beef one more, and it gives it so much flavor. And of course we need our normal soup veggies like carrots, celery, and onion. Letting your kids cook with you can be challenging, and of course it's going to take more time, but I want my kids to be comfortable in the kitchen, anything that I'm doing basically, and they want to come in and join, like especially when they want to come in the gym and do workouts. Of course I'm like, this is my me time in the back of my head, but I'm like, okay, this is what you do, this is how you do it, so that they never have to feel uncomfortable in a kitchen or a gym. Alright, finally just adding all of this in together. It's the perfect combination of vegetables to like a carb with the rice, a grain, and with meat, and lots of protein. And if you need any help with like figuring out what's best for your body or what's best for your nutrition with your own goals, I found something really cool that I think that you will enjoy. So I've recently started meeting with a registered dietitian through Nourish, and it's honestly been such a helpful addition to my routine. Nourish makes it incredibly easy to meet with a licensed registered dietitian and get evidence-based support that fits into real life. For me, I've been focusing on improving my energy, supporting my thyroid and my hormone health, and keeping meals simple, nourishing, and realistic for a super busy household. My dietitian has been helping me break things down in a simple and sustainable way by helping me with meal plans, grocery lists, and things that just work for me based on my goals. I also love that Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans in all 50 states. And 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. The sign-up process only took me 5 minutes. Just go to the link in my description box, answer a few questions, choose your dietitian, and book an appointment. It's so refreshing to have guidance that's supportive, non-restrictive, designed for long-term habits and not just quick fixes. If you want to try it out for yourself, all you have to do is click the link down below in my description box and book your appointment today. I really love Nourish, and I think that you guys will too. So we are starting on our next dish, which you know I've made this in the past because it's one of my favorites. It's the viral TikTok pasta, but using spaghetti squash. So much fiber, protein, and the taste is just amazing. So the first thing I'm doing is just poking some holes in my spaghetti squash because we're going to microwave that for 5 minutes to make it easy to cut. And then you can add whatever type of protein you like to this dish. I am doing ground beef today, and we're going to do salt, garlic, pepper, Italian seasoning. In the past, I've done Italian sausage. You can do shredded chicken, whatever you like, but we're just getting our veggies ready. For that, I'm using 1 yellow onion, a couple of garlic cloves. We're doing some tomatoes. You can use cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, honestly, whatever smaller tomato you like, because we're going to roast it pretty high. And then once it's done cooking, we're just going to mix it all together, and it's going to turn into a delicious sauce. And then feta is the star of the show. And if you don't like feta, I believe I've seen people use, what's the other really big cheese that I love? Oh, burrata. I love burrata. I want to try it with burrata one time, so probably next because I love burrata. Once all your ingredients are in the pan, you're going to drizzle with some good olive oil, and we're going to bake that. I'll have all the temperatures and stuff down below because I honestly can't remember what temperature I use. And then spaghetti squash, I'm putting this in a pan at the same time, and I like to cut it this way instead of lengthwise because the noodles are much longer when you cut it this way. And then I just added 2 tablespoons of water to the bottom of my pan. So while that's cooking, we're going to cook our protein, which is the grass-fed ground beef with salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of Italian seasoning. While all that's cooking up, we're going to get started on cutting our veggies for our next meal, which is super easy. It's a sheet pan meal. You know, we think about like Crockpot meals being super easy and things like that, but a sheet pan meal is just as easy as well and can be super healthy. You can even add pineapple to these dishes, a type of fruit, but today we're just doing sweet potatoes. I'm doing a zucchini, some peppers, and some other veggies, but you can really use whatever vegetables you want. You're just going to basically cut up your vegetables and whatever type of sausage you want, or you can even do shrimp or chicken, but I love the sausage because it's already pre-cooked and I just feel like it cooks up nicely with this. So I'm doing a sweet Italian turkey sausage with this. The star of this dish is the sauce. Like, you can make a sheet pan meal all you want, but if you don't have a good sauce to go on it, then who cares, right? So we're doing butter, we're doing coconut liquid aminos, we're doing some honey. This was so good. We also did some garlic and apple cider vinegar, some like fresh chopped garlic. And Chris, this is probably Chris's favorite thing that we made in this video. So we're basically just cooking our sauce, stirring it until it gets nice and thick, and then we're going to pour it over our vegetables and our sausage before roasting them. Alright, clearly I took this out before I put the last dish in, but I wanted to keep all the footage together. Look how delicious this looks and smells absolutely amazing. If you really want like a different, like a really well combined sauce, go ahead and blend this, but I like how it has like the different textures and pieces in it. So I am now burning my hands off, taking the spaghetti squash out of here. Do you like basil? I'm obsessed with basil. I love a margarita pizza with some fresh basil on it, but yes, basil makes everything better, and this dish is amazing. I'm excited to have it for lunch today. Here and there, I'm just going in over to the oven to just give this a little stir because you know the broccoli cooks really quickly. You can always like add it later if you want, but I didn't have time for all that. Next up are egg muffins, which I make some type of variation of this almost every meal prep video because I love having them on hand and they're so delicious. The one thing I will say is that they are way better. There's like a silicone thing that you can pour them in and make them in the Instant Pot, and that is the most like the Starbucks egg bites that I've ever had. But the Starbucks egg bites do have something like 90 ingredients in them. I'm not even kidding, look it up. So yeah, that's why we like to make them at home. We don't need all of that extra stuff in our bodies. Adding a little bit of paprika here, cottage cheese, eggs, other seasonings to our egg muffins. You're going to put in all of your toppings first, and then pour the egg mixture over it. So I'm doing some spinach, I'm doing some turkey bacon, which I'm going to cook up first, some peppers, and green onion. I had to think about it there. But yeah, and basically whatever you like in your egg bites, go for it. Put it at the bottom, pour the egg mixture over top. So easy and so delicious. Next up, I'm going to go and add our rice to our soup and let that cook for about 30 minutes, and then this soup is officially done. Alright, I tried to like canned tuna and I can't, but I do like canned chicken, which is very weird. Chris thinks it's absolutely foul. But my rotisserie chickens weren't out yet at the grocery store, so that's why I'm using this. And we're making individual little enchilada bowls. I wanted to make something that was so insanely fast for people that don't even have time to cook like this. So again, just blending in enchilada sauce, taco seasoning, and cottage cheese for that high protein. Putting it over our chicken, and then on top we're going to add some corn and refried black beans, some cheese, and call it a day. So easy and so delicious. Alright, next I'm just making these little snack containers, like little snack boxes, just for easy on the go. Instead of like grabbing a bag of chips, this is just as easy to grab. So I'm doing sliced carrot chips, some grapes, and hummus. I finally found a hummus that doesn't have sunflower oil in it. It was a collab with Ithaca and Graza, so like an olive oil brand, the really good olive oil that I like. So yeah, I'm excited to try this. I haven't tried it yet as of this video, but I love hummus, and I just stopped having it because I'm so sensitive to like sunflower oil and all that stuff, which seems to be in a lot of things. Alright, on to my favorite part of these meal prep videos is my sweet stuff, because I love dessert and I love a good treat, but I like making it healthy and delicious. So we're doing the super easy bag of Yo-Nanas, and to add some protein to it, I'm doing a scoop of banana protein from Truvani. Do whatever type of protein you want. I honestly feel like any type of protein would go with it. Even if you wanted to do chocolate, add some chocolate chips to it. So easy, but let's make this dessert a little bit more healthy by adding that extra protein. Next up, I'm making cookie dough dates, which are one of my favorites. I'm trying a new recipe this time, which came out really good. I'm using oat flour. If you don't have oat flour, all you do is take some oats and blend them up to make oat flour. A scoop of vanilla protein. You can add some salt in there. I love like sweet and salty. And then nut butter. I'm using almond butter. But again, if you want peanut butter, you can do that, whatever you like. I like that you can customize these to make it how you want them. Some people call these a Twix. I wouldn't go that far, but I will say it keeps me from eating unhealthy candy because I love grabbing these out of the fridge as a nice dessert. And once our dates are all nice and filled, I'm just adding a couple pieces of dark chocolate. So good. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you got some good ideas from this video, and even if you didn't, I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me and it just motivated you to meal prep some healthier items that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be this, but something I heard, and which makes a lot of sense, is that like taking an hour out of your day isn't taking time from your kids to exercise or meal prep, because what you're doing in the long run is giving yourself more time with them. So think about it that way. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, be sure to check out Nourish if you don't even know where to start with your nutrition, or you just need a little bit of guidance and help. I know you guys will love them. I'll have everything linked down in my description box below for you.
Whenever your heart is broken